Okay, so here's a good example of the difference between a basic installation and a custom installation. Here we have a high rise right on the ocean. No room for tools or furniture, so you can see all the furniture is in the living room. Tools are scattered everywhere. It's hard to work in this environment, but you do what you got to do. Anyways, here's the subfloor. You got the gypsum concrete. Here we have some of the concrete patch, the self-leveling patch that you have to push around. Obviously, it doesn't do it by itself. And then we got plywood. We had installed plywood to build the floor up because the tile in all the tile areas was super high. So, and then we got some shims as well because the customer wants seamless transition. So when it's all said and done, it's going to be beautiful and nice and flush. So it's a lot of work to accomplish that, but this is something that the more experienced installers can handle, no problem. So you can see where we installed the plywood everywhere throughout the house. Then we have the cork. And then here we have the product being installed. So again, you do what you got to do. So I sand down the cork right there a little bit, add the wood to get it perfect, but when it's all said and done, it'll be perfect. So little example of not your typical easy installation. People always say, oh, the vinyl plank is so easy to install. Yeah, it always sounds easy, but that ain't necessarily the case. So anyways, just thought I'd document this so you guys can see it's not so easy. And right now we're going to pour some self-leveling cement. I'm going to create a cement patch ramp. I'm going to create a ramp. You can see the ramp. I always go between 8 to 10 feet. This is an 8-footer, so that should be plenty ramp. And believe it or not, when you put the level on top of this, it's pretty level. Here it is. So I take all that into consideration. I don't want a ramp that's obviously going to cause problems. So you can see, even with a slight ramp, it's still level. Don't ask me why, but that's kind of the way it works out a lot of the times. So you can see how much work it goes into just to get the floor up to the height the customer wanted, because she didn't want T-molding, she didn't want thresholds everywhere, so we're going to leave our gaps and we're going to caulk everything to allow for the movement and expansion. It's a second story install, so I'm not worried about that. You know, we're not on concrete, we're not on soil. We're second story above, so I'm not worried about any kind of expansion or anything, and it is vinyl plank too. So anyways, so just thought I'd show you basic subfloor, plywood, cork, and so on and so on. There it is.